What's up, guys? Sports Snippets. Dennis Sullivan here. It is Sunday the 14th of March. How in the world are you doing? We're here to discuss something that is an awesome event, arguably the most popular sporting event that has been around for decades. We're talking about the NCAA Division I College Basketball Tournament, aka also known as March Madness. If you do like the content of this particular video, go ahead. I know you can do it. Hit that like button. I know you can do it. And also, feel free to go ahead and subscribe to Sports Snippets with Dennis Sullivan. So let's get started, guys. Let's get started. I got some main topics here. Today is the day, or actually tonight as I make this video, is where they select the teams for the tournament, the brackets, what's going on, who's playing who, also known as Selection Sunday. Selection Sunday. I'm going to start from the bottom and work my way up this time. I want to talk first about brackets. So today, going back to today, the Sunday the 14th, the brackets will be formed by tonight, right? Or this evening, really. The brackets will be formed. What do I mean by that? Generally speaking, you get 4 brackets, 16 teams per bracket. Now, they do have, as I'll get into in a moment, a couple of games played this Thursday, the 18th. 2 actually, to determine the final 2 entries into the tournament. That's something that they started not that long ago, but a handful of years back. As I recall, it used to be just 1 game for that 1 extra team. Now it's 2. They even have a name for it. Let me go to my notes. It's called the First 4. So, go figure that one. But the brackets, and when we see that word, and we hear about that word brackets, it's a huge word for the tournament. By brackets, I mean, who do you have in the bracket? Who are you picking? Who do you have for the Final Four? Guys, I'm telling you right now, I've been trying to pick Final Fours since the 1980s. Hope I don't lose any credibility with you, but I've yet to pick a Final Four correct in my life. I've come very close. Even to the point where I just said, you know what? Just pick number 1 seeds. Doesn't work. Or at least the years I did it, it didn't work. It's not easy to do. Actually, that's on my bucket list of something I want to do in my lifetime before I die, and that is to successfully pick a Final Four. So I'll have my Final Four here picked for you in a few short days. How's that sound? Now, that topic number 5, always a big one, guys. Always a big one. It's just a big word when we talk about March Madness. Next up, that's it. Today, Sunday, the 14th, 6 p.m. Hope I got that in there for you. 6 p.m. Eastern. 6 p.m. Eastern tonight. They will be selecting all the teams, selecting the brackets, selecting who's playing who. Otherwise known, aka, as I mentioned, Selection Sunday. That's tonight. Item 3, the state of Indiana, guys. The state of Indiana. This is where every single game for this year only, this has never happened before, to my knowledge, unless it was way back when it first started. Every single game in this tournament will be played in the state of Indiana, a majority of which will be played within the city limits of Indianapolis, the main city in Indiana. It's getting a little tongue-tied there, Indianapolis, Indiana. Majority of these games in Indianapolis, Lucas Oil Stadium, the main spot for this tournament, the hub, if you will. That's where the Final Four will be. They'll also be playing games at Bankers Life Fieldhouse, Hinkle Fieldhouse, Indiana Farmers Coliseum, the Mackey Arena, which is technically in West Lafayette. They'll be playing games there. And they'll also be playing games somewhere where I know I'm going to mess it up, so if you're a local, if you're an Indiana resident, you want to correct me in the comments, go right ahead. No, go right ahead, please. At the Simon Sote Assembly Hall, hope I got close there, SKJODT, Simon Sote, I'm guessing that's silent, Assembly Hall, and that is in Bloomington, Indiana. Those are the locations for the tournament. Again, all in the state of Indiana. This is, as you know, guys, this is single elimination stuff here. One and you're done. You lose one, that's it. Next up, the schedule. Now, before I get a little bit into the schedule, guys, also keep in mind the women's tournament. They have their own March Madness. It's a great tournament as well with a lot of history. So I want to pay due respect to the women's tournament. Go check it out as well. It's also obviously televised, major networks. It's been a great tradition as well, just like the men's tournament has. The first four, as I mentioned, that's Thursday the 18th. Those are the first two games to really determine who gets into those brackets, right? Then the tournament technically starts. First round Friday and Saturday, that's the 19th and 20th. Second round Sunday and Monday, that's the 21st and 22nd of March. We're used to Thursday, Friday the first round, Saturday, Sunday the second round, then they take a break. So this is the big twist. That's a little wrinkle for this year. I don't remember that in the past. Instead of Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, it's now Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So when you go to work, as I will be doing, Monday the 22nd, you're going to actually have some big second round games going on in the NCAA tournament, because in the second round there's 16 games. There'll be 4 games. Yeah, there'll be like a 2 p.m. game, I'm guessing, on that day, and probably like a 5 o'clock game that day. Again, that's on Monday the 22nd on a weekday, so that's pretty interesting. Then we get into the Sweet 16, which will be Saturday the weekend of the 29th. Saturday the 28th, and Sunday the 29th will be the Sweet 16, followed by the Elite 8 the next 2 days, Monday and Tuesday. So that is, let's go back, 28th, 29th, and then Monday and Tuesday. So Saturday, of course, is the 28th. Saturday is the 27th. Sorry, guys. Saturday the 27th, Sunday the 28th, Monday the 29th, and Tuesday the 30th. Sweet 16, right? 27 and 28, Saturday, Sunday. Monday and Tuesday are the Elite 8, the 29th and 30th. That will then, once we hit the 30th, we'll know who's in the Final Four. Lucas Oil Stadium, that will be Saturday. The first Saturday of April, as it always is. Saturday the 3rd of April, and the championship game for the NCAA March Madness College Tournament. Championship game, it's usually right around 9 p.m. Eastern, the first Monday of April every year. And that falls on Monday, April 5th. This season, guys, will be the NCAA Championship game. Don't miss it. Final Four is always awesome. It's going to be a great tournament. Just to touch on that first four, I do have a comment to make, though, real quick, guys, before I wrap up with my final point. Just to give you a heads up, in the past, after they played that first game or two, which technically, this is how I see it. So like when we start this on the 18th with those 2 games, technically they count that as the first round, which they really shouldn't, because then at least it throws me off. Because then you get into where pretty much 62 of the 64 teams will be playing their first game, right? In this case, Friday the 19th of March. In the past, they've called that round 2, which it really isn't correct. That should be called... Now, when I looked this up this morning, they were correctly calling this round 1 as it should be called. But that's just, I'm just giving you a heads up. So, because in the past, they've called that round 2, because they're saying the first game or two, or in this case, what do they call it again? The first 4 is round 1, which to me is bogus. You shouldn't call that round 1. You call round 1 when round 1 really starts. That's just my opinion, guys, as a sports fan. So, but I did read where, now I can't say for sure. We have to wait and see. Are they going to call round 1, or are we going to be watching all these teams play their first game in the tournament, and it's technically the second round, which I hope they don't do that again, because that throws everything, in my opinion, that throws everything off. Why would you call that round 2? That's just food for thought, but that's important. That's important stuff. So remember, the first 4 is Thursday the 18th, and then technically the tournament technically gets started Friday the 19th, and it's Friday, Saturday this year, round 1. Sunday, Monday, round 2. That's a change, guys. So be ready for that. It's going to be exciting, and this is going to be good. We need this tournament. It's going to be a lot of fun. We need this. We've been looking forward to this. Remember, we didn't have it last year. We didn't have it last year. For the first time, and I can remember. So that was a bummer. I look forward to it every year. I'm sure you do as well. Last but not least, let's do a little quick top 10 for you. As I would check out this morning, this is always subject to interpretation. It'll be interesting because you still have the tournament action being played this weekend on the seeds. Who's going to get a 1 seed? Technically, if you're one of the top 4 teams in the country, you'll have a 1 seed because there's the 4 brackets, as we know. But number 1 ranked team right now, Gonzaga at 26-0. They're the only undefeated team in the top 10. Baylor's 22-2, ranked 2nd in the country. You got a fair amount of Big 12 teams, Midwest teams in the top 10, headed up by Illinois, the University of Illinois at 21-6. Michigan Wolverines ranked number 4 at 20-3. Iowa Hawkeyes 21-7, ranked 5th. Ranked 6th, a little bit of an eyebrow raiser for me. The Alabama Crimson Tide. Is this football? What's going on? 22-6. Houston, 22-3. As you recall, Houston's had been a powerhouse team in the country these last few years. Remember that back in the old days with the Phi Slamma Jamma and Clyde Drexler and Akeem Olajuwon and all those guys? They were awesome, and then boom, it just cooled off at the University of Houston for a while, where they weren't awesome. It's tough to be as awesome as they were in the 80s like that. But now they're back these last few years. They're ranked 7th in the country at 22-3. Arkansas, a little bit of a surprise, ranked 8th, 27-5. Ohio State University, ranked 9th. They are 20-8, another team from the Midwest. A little bit of a surprise, West Virginia, ranked 10th. Only because I only say that, I mean, I'm assuming they had a really tough schedule. Their record's 18-9. It's a little shaky for it to be ranked 10th. But again, I'm assuming they had a really tough schedule. They play in a tough conference, so they got the benefit of the doubt there. And I did make a note on that, guys. Like, a lot of this is subject to your own opinion, too, because you're going to see teams, like, way out of the top 10, like, they're still in the top 20 or top 25, that play in a good conference, that have a good record, but they're just not ranked where you think they would be. I wrote down one example, USC, University of Southern California. They're pretty strong. They're a 22-win team. They're 22-7, but they're only ranked 24th in the country. So I use that as an example, guys. It's always like that. It's always like that. So we'll see who winds up getting the 1st seed and the 2nd seed, obviously. So they're going to be seeded 1 through 16, right, in the 4 brackets, and that'll get the tournament started. So it's Selection Sunday. If you're seeing this video after Sunday the 14th, if you're watching this video after Sunday, obviously that the selection process has already taken place. The brackets are already set, so you got to figure and factor all that stuff, of course, on your own. The schedule's been set. We just got to get these games played. I hope your picks go well. I hope your brackets do awesome. Check it out. It's all over the internet. You got apps, you got plenty of websites where you can fill out your brackets, have some fun, guys, watch the games, enjoy the tournament, and I will talk to you soon. Bye for now.